somebody's head.
Alright, let's bring in the Baz over here. He is one of the most interesting grapplers in the world because there's so many things going on with him.
Yes.
Where do I even begin?
Let's go ahead and just start with some of the basics about this character. This character is a mid to short range character. He doesn't really have a long game plan, right? A lot of what he does revolves around his relationship with his chair. Characters that are similar to him, ABBA, Captain America, and really any other character that works mostly around a prop, right? The whole property, very basic property with Beowulf is that when he does not have his chair, he actually takes chip damage from normals. No other character does this. So if I were to attack him right now, even if you were to block, just go ahead and just down back, he's still going to lose health. This is standard. All characters lose health on specials and supers, but Big Man is the only character that you can chip out with normals when he doesn't have his chair.
Okay.
Right?
How bad does it get?
If you are able to deny a Beowulf his chair, in the sense that you keep him inside of this corner, if he, go ahead and see how far you can go, see if you can get your chair back. He is not able to get that chair back, which means that essentially, at this point in time, he is dead.
Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, it's a...
If you want to get as optimal as possible,
be
the highest damage I've seen on him in a true block string from him just taking chip damage was 80% of his health. You can get really crazy.
What did he eat? What was it?
It was a full team 5 meters, and it ends with Robo chipping him out and using both taunted servos as well as level 3 beam, I want to say.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
No, don't disregard these lab monsters in our community.
It's like eating Strider Doom except for one character and everyone else is fine.
It's not a very practical scenario by any means, and it was like it was specifically optimized to do chip damage to Beowulf.
Okay.
But no, the threat is there. Like there is a very valuable point in keeping that chip with you.
Gotcha.
Not only defensive value, but offensive value as well.
He does have different moves, depending on whether or not he has his chair. His jumping HP right there is one of his best aerials, and he only has it with his chair. When he loses his chair, it becomes a grab confirm. So if you go ahead and do that, you can actually grab me in the air. Now, a couple of other interesting things to remember. If you land on your chair, when you do a combo, you get that chair back as long as it's recoverable, right? So if you did it, if you go ahead and landed me right there, you would get your chair back, right?
Yeah.
Another thing, you can go ahead and, I think it's, what's the input to grab? Just standard grab with Beowulf? Yeah, you can just hold and move me wherever you want while you do that. I can tech that. And after a little bit of time, it goes ahead and breaks, so you have a finite amount of time before you do it. But it is really, really good for essentially moving your character or your opponent further into the corner if you don't have OTG, or if you're kind of like, a combo didn't go quite as planned. You can go ahead and move them around just a smidgy.
I know you like to tag along. I saw it a few times. I'm not going to say that tagging is necessarily a good thing, but if you're going to tag with someone, it's going to be Beowulf. Because if you ever tag into him, you're going to know that he comes from the other side of the screen, it's almost completely unreactable, and he slams you into the corner, and letting you just walk up and start your pressure.
I got hit by this every single time you did it, by the way.
Interesting.
Every single time you did it, I got hit by it.
And that's his unique to his tag, is it's always going to be a cross-up.
Only character that tags behind you.
Wow.
The only one. Tagging inside of this game is not recommended. It's not the safest way to handle switching your team or readjusting your team inside of this game. What's usually recommended is either alpha canceling, just essentially when you use up a meter to go ahead and bring out a character that does their assist move, and it does eat up a meter of tension, or a meter basically, or you can go ahead and DHC, which is much, much safer. And if you're in neutral, you usually just want to go ahead and DHC. You want to have really good DHC synergy with your team so that you can go ahead and adjust them as needed. And alpha countering is one of the main reasons why you never want to be in this game without any meter, because that removes your options of essentially getting out your team in a safe manner. Tagging is an absolute last chance.
Alpha counter input is?
You tap forward while you're in block stun, and then press medium punch, medium kick, or heavy punch, heavy kick, depending
on
the character.
Forward and tag. Yeah, okay. So, hit button.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. That does cost a meter.
Yeah.
I also want to point out that Sharpie did mention that you want to DHC in. For Beowulf specifically, your best bet is to DHC into Airwolf. His air super is going to be the safest bet he has. It's still punishable by a lot of characters. It's not a get out of jail free card, but it is.
Just cancel it immediately after you do it, and
Shit.
yeah, no worries. It's fine. The thing I was gonna show you is because it's a grab confirm because I was pressing a button, you still would have been safe there. So essentially, if I went in and I tried to approach you, like I was before, like, you know, just pressing buttons in the air, if you DHC into Beowulf there, that grab super would confirm and hit me. And be pretty gross about doing it.
Can you DHC while you're whiffing?
Yeah. Yeah. Immediately in the first part, you can DHC right there. Yeah, see?
Gotcha,
See
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, like if I had been pressing a button in the middle of that air, that would have connected.
Then
I wasn't able to get in the air fast enough, but you know what I mean now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So if you have him up next, basically at any point, if you're in,
You have to hella respect that. Yeah.
yeah, he can pull that out off of anything. Gotcha. Okay.
So that's his main DHC option. Like that's how you're gonna get Beowulf, and you can get away with raw tag. If you're gonna get away with any character, it's gonna be Beowulf.
So like,
Definitely Beowulf, yeah.
so if I were to do, if I were to do, like, we were talking about, like, you like just instant air dashing right over this, right?
Yeah.
And if I were to, and then, well, I hit you there, but
Yeah.
You can actually do that. Yeah.
bait it out.
Even if I was pressing a button there, and even if you weren't hitting, yes.
Right.
See?
That's pretty solid. Okay.
And
cool.
yes, that is the motherfucking bane of my existence.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. Sharpie
Beowulf does a
can't
good job
block
making-
that.
Yeah, Beowulf is definitely the enemy of anyone who likes to press air buttons a lot, and Eliza's definitely one of those characters.
But yeah, no, I don't know if you saw it already. You won that trade.
Yeah.
You
Basically,
won that trade
if
very
it's out.
hard because, yeah, that chair is not a part of your hurt box at all.
Right. Okay. And I saw it cross up earlier too, actually.
Yep.
It
So
does.
if you do it close enough, in just the right manner, you can actually
Hey.
cancel exactly like that. Right? Exactly like
There you
that.
go.
Yes.
Okay.
Glad you learned that. Glad you learned that.
Very rad.
I'm not gonna lie, this is giving me chills too.
I don't like how much power we're giving him. You know? I'm the one that has to play him after this. I'm the one that has to do that. It's not you.
I mean,
You're over here like, yo, here's how you do the big band stun. If you want a level 5 but don't actually get the connection, don't worry, I got you, friend.
you know your Eliza stuff.
I
You
got
know.
you.
Let's all get on the same page here.
So I talked about at the very beginning when you were still playing sets about how snapping is so good against Sekhmet specifically. That is, and the fact that Eliza's a solo makes it twice as good. So you want to deny your opponent the ability to heal because they're a solo, and you want to get rid of that skeleton. It's really annoying. So you can grab them, right? Yeah. So now while you're grabbing them, you can do a snap input and then grab confirm into a snap. He's the only character that can do this.
Oh wait, what?
So grab him, and then he has a unique animation to snap him out from a grab.
Oh
Specifically
shit!
After Eliza was created.
Wow.
Yep.
He can do that. And he's the only one that can do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Although she's solo, right? So.
So solo characters have a unique property. Any other character, when they get hurt, they start bleeding, as you can see over there, right? They can get that health back by either, you know, going back into their team and recovering that health, or, you know, just over time while they die. You know what I mean? Solos don't have that, but they still do take red health damage when they get hit. And if they snap, they get a portion of that red health back, like we talked about before. Now, if you snap them, they lose all their red health, right?
Okay. So by
frequently
doing-
what I'll do, frequently what I do and what I actually did earlier against you saw me snapping a lot for like seemingly no reason, right? You know, I could have killed so on and so forth. That was exclusively for me to stop your assist from coming in and also to get back my amount of health. Solos will typically want to snap to maintain their health in that situation, because if they get too low, what you run into the issue of is your opponent will probably snap you, thereby removing any opportunity for you to get that health back.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So hitting a solo character with a snapback will kill all red health.
Yes.
Yes. As just a bit of general knowledge, when you snap your opponent and they're not playing a solo, you just still get rid of the red health of the character you are snapping in, not
Right.
the character you're taking out.
Yes, that's a Marvel or Dragon Ball mechanic there. So
I should also add that after you snap out a character, your opponent cannot use any of their assists for a certain period of time. There's a little indicator right underneath and right next to your meter that's currently green, noting that you can use your assist, but when you use Big Band, it turns red, and then it turns green when you can use it again. Because this is training mode, it turns green immediately, but typically there is how much time between it, Frank?
It depends on whether the assist,
Okay.
like how quickly they left, basically. Like if you hit the assist, the cooldown is increased a little bit, so like it's always valuable to jab an assist just to put some damage on it and to lock them out. But the actual exact time is like a couple of seconds.
Oh, 1 second. I just noticed he can't snap back if he doesn't have the chair.
Right. Well, so he can't do it unless he's grabbing you. So,
Unless, yeah,
remember the-
right. So like if I'm standing, if I have the chair, we can do the attack. But if I don't have it, I have to grab you to get the snapback.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. So you were saying?
So Beowulf is the only character that can do this, but that snap lets you get an incoming setup against the character that you normally wouldn't get against. So, for example, if a character is in a solo, or if it's the third character and their last character, they'll just bounce against the wall and fall there. Like if you do a snap right now, just like do the snap with the chair, you'll notice Eliza stays on screen. Boom, touches the side of the screen, stays on screen.
Right.
If you do it with the trash can, you get an incoming setup, which, like in any team fighter, is always a big deal.
Okay, and like every other character's snapback keeps her on screen, but
Yep.
just Beowulf gets this incoming moment.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Can you jump for a second?
God,
And-
why did I jump?
So there's time for that. Okay, so you can actually like air and then do it. Oh wow. So so Beowulf has a pretty good advantage against solos in general because of that.
Well, specifically Eliza.
Specifically
'Cause
Eliza.
Eliza's a character that
gonna build up a
really
lot of red.
benefits from being grabbed. Like
Okay.
everything I do here as Segment, if you grab me, like everything he has in his kit counters Segment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I could be in the process of like frame one right above you, you know what I mean, trying to approach you, and I get rocked. I could be mid-screen right here, like I could be far enough from you, but you actually have your armored move. Is it down HP? Try down HP.
Down HP if you don't have a chair. Yeah.
Oh, throw out your chair, do down HP. This move is armored, and yes, it
Oh,
hits
it's sweet.
hella hard. So press a button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rock me, right? His armor can't beat Segment, can get really freaking close, and it's annoying.
Is standing hard kick a good anti-air?
I wouldn't recommend
You
it.
usually prefer crouching hard punch.
Yeah.
And it's a heavy, so it's a little bit slow, but
Catching heavy punch without your chair, we should say. That
No,
one
with,
movie.
with chair. I specifically mean with chair. For sure,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm
Because
sorry.
you actually almost, because the chair is so important, you almost never want to let it go. So you don't really reliably have access to the arm. So just use that chair. It's disjointed, it's huge, and it covers about the same space that arm would anyway.
Does he have anything resembling a reversal?
Ooh.
Yes, so with the chair, he has chair toss. So you can do any string, Eliza can block all of it, and then you can do HDP.
And that
is safe. In the corner especially safe.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it means you get to keep your turn and keep going. It does mean you lose the chair though, so there is a risk involved. There's a price to pay, but it does make Beowulf extremely dangerous.
Okay. H chair only.
So light chair, medium chair are a thing, but they're not as safe, basically.
Yeah, that move right there, I think that was light, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that used in strings specifically when you know your opponent is not blocking low, specifically inside of the corner. But I haven't really seen it elsewhere, and that's mostly because it doesn't really provide the same. When you throw your chair up, like you can't even see it. You know what I mean? It has a higher chance of essentially punishing an assist and a higher chance of stopping someone who may be approaching you or something like that, which is really, really good inside of this game, just stopping someone's defensive options. But light I haven't seen as much being used specifically for that purpose with any setups yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
The minute I, as a solo player, see any Beowulf that is not a solo throw away their chair, I'm like, that Beowulf is dying.
Right.
That Beowulf is dead.
I was gonna say, so like that, like if it's a reversal, but like it ends up not working out, I'm tossing my chair away, which you guys are indicating is like suicide.
Chair cancels yet. I think I actually interrupted Crank when he was about to cover it, because we just started covering the chair mechanics. So Crank, go ahead and take us away.
Alright, so I did want to make one point clear that you are risking something when you get rid of the chair, but a reminder that HDP is safe, and like if you want numbers it's +1, but you don't have to worry about it. So that means you get to keep pressure going, and mid combo you can, or mid block string or anything, you can pick the chair back up. So that's why I said it's extra safe in the corner, because when you have your opponent in the corner, the chair's just going to fall right in front of you, so you can keep your pressure up and then pick the chair back up and keep on going.
How you feeling so far, Woolie? Feeling good about these characters?
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely am getting a bit more of the, like, here's what the goal is, here's what the point is. That makes a lot more sense now. I guess I'm just, the last thing I'm wondering about is, like, what buttons, well, okay, no, we covered the buttons with Beowulf. Like, I'm wondering, like, what conversions can be made, you know?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Wolf Shoot is going to be your friend, because I know you like that grab a lot, lets you do a lot out of it. Wolf Shoot is his command throw, which I believe the input is horizontal forward grab. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's the 360 super.
Now, this mode, you're probably seeing it's like, you actually just consumed all of your hype.
Yes,
there.
I did, yeah.
So that is a very special move, which if you do, and then you do a high-risk maneuver input, which is when you essentially drop back on your back. Yeah. And then it's like, I don't remember what the input is, correct me if I don't remember it, but essentially if you do that move, you have max hype. If you do that move and then you go into the high-risk maneuver and you land on your chair, you can summon the penguin. Yeah, that move right there, that one.
Right,
You need your chair
okay.
without it. So make sure to get all your hype back.
Yeah, so if your opponent would have died in that situation, it calls out a penguin and does a countdown.
Okay, only if it's within death range of their life. Low health.
Rabble Fire's favorite way to end sets.
Sick.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
I feel like you're gonna like that move a lot. You can, because it's special, you can cancel any normal into it. So if your opponent is blocking, you can go into that command grab, and because it is his standard grab stance, you should be able to snap as well, I think.
Yep, it does
Yep.
work. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So that command grab is not really used at the highest level of play, but it is really, really good for opponents who aren't respecting your pressure.
Okay.
So if they're trying to do anything out of pressure, you can just command
Sharpie,
grab
can you
them.
block?
Yes, I got you. Oh, sorry.
Right. Right.
So you can actually do that 3 times if you do it off the ground, and 2 times if you start it in the air. Yeah. Your favorite pattern is going to be forward, up forward, and then down.
Because you dropping right next to me is actually not as safe as you like to think it is. Or if you're above me. It's really not that safe. You usually want to end that blitzer being away from your opponent if you don't have a safe setup.
Right. Which is why you'll probably mostly see it in combos.
Yeah.
It's mostly combo fodder. It's also commonly used for like corner carries and like really controlling where your opponent is. And I mentioned
Really
before how
good.
powerful Beowulf is in the corner just because the H chair toss. Sorry, you were saying
Yep.
something?
No. I was saying, yeah, really good movement on DP.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's not DP. We just established that.
Yeah.
You'll see most players just block it in the air, chicken block land cancel, touch the ground, get rid of all the recovery, and then just try to punish you with any anti-air.
Hi, Lab Zero. Hello,
really
Lab
quick,
Zero.
really
What's
quick,
up?
That's Mike Z. That's Mike Z actually runs that account, and I do want to thank Mike for retweeting the stream on the official Skullgirls account. Everybody, please welcome Mike Z.
Appreciate it. Thank
Mike came on into the chat. Thank you so much for being here with us, Mike.
We're learning.
Yeah, we are learning.
So Mike did point out that you pretty much always want to do 3.
Keep dunking
because
on
that's-
those red bars. Anyway, go on.
For sure.
That's
So like
useful.
Nick Z was talking about, it's not directly punishable on block, unless you miss, or if you, or between them if you do 3. So like the gaps in between them can be punished.
Okay.
But like you aren't gonna see that right away, and you'll be able to get away with that for a while.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is one of those moves where, or one of those things where, what I would do on my own time then is I'd go and I'd find like a string, and then I'd end it, and then basically set the computer to random hit or random block, and then you can practice basically changing what you do depending on whether it hits, confirms, or doesn't. You know, so we've talked about it on a couple previous episodes, but like hit confirm training, essentially making sure that you change what your hand is doing, make sure you change what you're doing, so that if it gets blocked, you get the fuck out of there, and if it's hit, then you do the right thing and aim it downward.
Yeah, so while the stage is changing, I'm just gonna give a quick background. Like Beowulf has a lot of different routes, especially because of what resources are available. Like how much height does he have, whether he has his chair or not, so on and so forth. So because you're managing so many resources, it's usually difficult to just settle with one combo. But we can definitely get you started with a couple of
new stage
strings.
This stage is exclusively inside of Second Encore, which you can pick up at playskullgirls.sharpiepls.com, currently on $1.
It's from
$1.
it's from the mobile game, isn't it?
It is. This is actually from the mobile game. The mobile team is also releasing a brand new character, so go ahead and download Skullgirls Mobile on both iOS and Android. Fantastic game. I play. If you play, go ahead and add me. Be happy to play with you. Does also use GGPO for online as well.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The fucking
Yeah.
mobile game. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on, guys. B&B.
So like always, we're gonna start with pieces. We're just gonna learn one piece at a time.
Yep.
So the first piece is gonna be crouching light kick, crouching medium punch, and then crouching heavy punch. Just hold down, light kick, medium punch, heavy punch. So you get the launcher. So you're gonna jump, cancel the heavy with the launcher, and you're gonna go into jumping medium kick. And then after that, there's gonna be a slight delay, and you're gonna use jumping hard punch, and it'll bring them back to the ground with the chair. There you go. So if you delay it enough, you should be able to link into crouching medium punch after that.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
There you go. So that's what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, try
And once you get that crouching medium punch, you can go into all sorts of stuff. The recommended route is crouching heavy punch again, and then go into H hurl. So like you just do the H chair toss, and then just go into gigantic arm super.
Oh, right. From H chair toss, gigantic arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna delay. So once H chair toss happens, they're in a knockdown state. So you're gonna wait till they descend a little bit, and then they'll be in the range for you to use their. If you want to do it in segments like we always do, you can always just try the second string first. So you can go, or third string first. So go crouching medium punch, crouching heavy punch, H chair toss, gigantic arm.
Let me get my chair back. All right. So 1, 2. Nope. Too early. At what point? About how high should I cancel into super at that point?
So Eliza will be mostly upside down and falling downward, roughly, like that.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah. I get the wall splat and get to play Oki.
Maybe give him like an expensive super that lets him call his chair back if he's fucked.
Let's not give Mike ideas.
Maybe give him like.
Last time someone gave this motherfucker ideas, I lost the ability to only grab segment, and he was like, "No, just make segment snappable."
Absolute desperation situation. You spend 5 bars and the chair teleports back into his hand.
Let's not. I was like,
I
"Oh,
always
welcome
love
to
super.
chat, Mike," and he's like,
that.
"No, why don't we just make that chair teleport back?"
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. There it is.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
Looking
that.
good.
So, and then again, like, yeah, as long as, you start, like, because there is you can, if you started it too far out, the rest of it doesn't connect. So it is kind of deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and you can probably like off of a jump in, off of a nice dirty cross up. Oh no,
And
that
that's
actually
about
pops
chair,
you
like,
up.
Crouching hard punch will link like all sorts of times. So like, yeah, and also jumping hard punch links into lights, so you can start your entire combo from jumping hard, which it was the first move we covered because it's extremely important. That move is gonna get you so many hit confirms.
That's the main thing when Beowulf. The minute that they pick up a controller, all they know how to do is jumping HP. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. The magic button, the business,
Yeah.
business button. Gotcha. Okay.
You know, now when I kick your butt, you'll have no excuses as to being like, I was well not informed. But to be honest, I'm actually very terrified because what Crank and I did here was we taught you literally all the tools to shut me down in a match.
The difference between learning an application is,
Oh, 100%.
You know,
I'm giving
you know.
Johns, I understand. But what I'm saying is I do respect the willingness to go ahead and implement these same techniques and ask questions about these techniques, because that's really where it all starts, you know? A lot of people are afraid to ask questions because they don't know necessarily how far or how... They're scared of losing face, you know what I
Okay.
mean? And so, like, a lot of people are scared to ask those questions just because they don't know. But unless you know, you can't really learn and do better next time. So I'm interested in seeing how you improve, even just mindset-wise, which is what I'll mostly be watching in this first of 5 that we play afterwards.
Calling the shots. All right. Well, then the last thing I suppose I need to do is actually learn what Eliza's thing is, because she was definitely one of those characters that came out in like a lot of the DLC characters that I didn't learn. So, what am I looking out for?
Okay, sure. So there's some. I'll go over the basics with Eliza, and then Crank, feel free to go ahead and chime in afterwards with some advanced things that I may not cover. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
But basically, Eliza is a twofold character, right? This is her basic form, like it's just her human form, and then she has what's known as her parasite form, which is Sekhmet. It's a slower form. It takes a lot longer for moves to wind up, and it actually consumes meter with every single move that she uses, as well as if she's just sitting out here in neutral, right? So typically inside of matches, you don't usually want to just have Sekhmet out in neutral. You want to combo into neutral because of how many resources she uses and how easy it is to react to her, right? Like we covered before as well, you can snap the skeleton in order to pop it out. Or, and this is not recommended, but you can also grab the skeleton to go ahead and figure out as well, right?
Okay.
The reason why this is not recommended is I'll go ahead and show you, because a lot of people get tripped up by this, alright? Go ahead and try to grab me now. You can see I'm right above you. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. You're in recovery, you're sitting there because you just tried to grab me.
Right, okay.
And small fact, she does also have a low. Whoop. Got grabbed out of my low. She does have a low. You do have to be worried about that. She can't come out and do a low, but she does have it. The best move I believe that Sekhmet uses that you'll see a lot is this Carpenter Axe. It's an overhead. It's very, very slow to come out, but when it does, it is. Everything that she does is hyper armored. So if you hit me, for example, go ahead and SSJ. It slows down all of my moves, but it does still connect on me.
Okay, you just armor right through it.
Yeah, but one of the things is if I'm hecka low, you have the meter to do it. You know you can kill off of it. I am still taking damage, albeit at a much lower rate. So it is good to go ahead and do, but especially because I'm a solo, you're going to want to snap more than often when you see Sekhmet on the screen. Okay, now let's go over some of her other moves, some of her normal moves that you probably have seen before. This is my jumping HK. It's a very nice, strong well, I shouldn't say anti-air, but it's a really good aerial to keep people from approaching me. Typically using squigglies that like to be inside the air pressing buttons, Cerebellas that also like to be inside the air pressing buttons, doubles that like to be inside the air pressing button. Whenever someone's inside the air pressing a button, do it. Gotta connect. It is all a part of your hurt box though. It is. You can get hit through it. So if you do one of that aerials, you see I immediately get hit by it. I don't trade, I get hit. The best move that Eliza has inside of the air, hands down, is her jumping MK. And that's because this move can actually be done with a dash to essentially elongate Eliza's moves right here. We taught you how to deal with it with Peacock. A lot of characters have ways of obviously dealing with anti-airs, but this is one that can trade with a lot of characters inside of the game, and combined with her dash gives her one of the longest aerial ranges in the game.
You convert off of it?
You can. You can. I'm a bad player, so I can't do it, but you can IAD straight into like heavy punch, and this can actually cross up if you're super nasty. I am not. But you can definitely land two of these and cross up every single time.
Wow, okay.
It's very, very disgusting. It's very, very gross. There's a move that is not very frequently talked about, which if I posted the hurt box of, you guys would all lose your mind. I just want to show everybody on my stream really quick the one move that will beat any Eliza player in the world. It is Cerebella Exabella. I don't know if you guys are watching Woolie's stream or not, but this hurtbox and hitbox is absolutely dumb. It catches everything in the air that Eliza does, and it's the dumbest move inside the entire game. Just want you to know that, Mike. That character is dumb. The very first servant call I'm going to show you is Horus. This is an overhead. All of her servant calls, she snaps for them. So after the snap actually comes out, you'll see a little thing right next to it, the little SF, the little like indicator. And at that point, you'll hear the snap and the move will come out. So if you hear a snap, that move is coming out.
Are they are the snaps identical?
Yes, they are all identical, but she calls different things, I believe, through them, right? So if you actually go ahead and hit me in the middle of snapping, it'll cancel it. It takes very long. So go ahead and just, as soon as you see me start my snap, it's really rough right here, right?
It's rough. I'll make it a little bit easy for yourself. You can also use any DP, like punch move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and reacting to the snap will at least get you full screen. You'll use invuln frames through the bird.
Go ahead and try it here.
Woof. Nope.
I'm gonna try.
Almost.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so
I'm
seeable,
having flashbacks right now to
seeable,
playing
but like you gotta train those eyes. You gotta Sharon Gannon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. But after you become a better
Okay.
Skullgirls player, like she's one of the characters that falls off when you understand how her kits works. Very, 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 very. She's very much so like that.
Can I
there's
grab you
more-
on? I mean, I assume I can just grab you on Snap Startup.
You can grab me on basically anything. Yeah.
On Snap Startup.
Yeah, on Snap Startup, I am not involved. Yep. And you are, so.
I'm going to go ahead and just assume that I'll be holding most of those servant calls, though, as the snap is very quick. So.
Yes, for now you will. And so the very last call I'm going to talk about is going to be Albus. That's the pothole, or as Mike Z calls it, manhole covers, which is a brand of underwear as it should be, right? I've heard that joke I don't know how many times because he said it during my first to 5, and it's like I hear it every other day now whenever I watch it. But basically, as we talked about before, that's a grab confirm, right? If you're on the ground, much like Gearus inside of MK.
It is Gearus, yeah.
Yeah, that's his move, right? If you're dashing, I believe it doesn't autocorrect for that dash either. And it's very, very slow. Like, while I'm doing this input, typically what I'll see is people immediately coming towards me, and at the point that he'll come out, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? So, that's,
But you said it tracks, though, right?
Oh, yeah. It tracks pretty nicely, but not when you're dashing. Go. Yep.
Okay.
So you can see it came out where you were inside of the air.
Yep.
And as soon as, because you delayed it just a smidgy, you had a little bit of land recovery, it was like, nah, I can't grab you.
Right, okay.
When I'm in segment, right before I come out, there's actually a couple of frames that I am punishable. So, like I said before, all of Segment's moves are very slow. She only has 3 ways she can come out, and she has a couple inside of the air. Oh my god. Come on, Sharpie. Quarter circle. There we go. That's a really good aerial by Segment, and I love seeing it. See how big that is? Love it. Yeah. But essentially, if you notice that there's a situation where I'm probably gonna call Segment, the best thing to do is block it and then snap it. So like, there were a lot of situations where you were inside the corner, right? And I'm pretty sure you were getting ready to start teching my grabs.
Yeah.
So I would actually put you in reset situations, and instead of going for the grab or pressing a button, I would actually call out Segment, which would be that Carpenter Axe, which is the overhead, and you would get hit by it. You know, because you were expecting grab, or you were expecting some other reset, or you were expecting me to jump. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's pretty good, but you can actually hit me out of this right here. The only time that you really can't is when like when I have Yomi or Oki. That's really the only situations that like she super excels in.
All of those options, her snapping, her calling someone out of the manhole covers, or her going into Carpenter's Axe, is all beaten by one option. And that is single-handedly why Eliza falls apart when someone gets used to dealing with her defensively. And that's up back. So this game has chicken block land
Chicken
canceling.
block.
There you go.
Who
So-
recommended Naruto flute music for this part? Who did that?
Yeah, so chicken block land casting is beautiful. As soon as you block something in the air, as soon as you chicken block, you're gonna immediately go straight downward. It's gonna cancel all your vertical momentum, and that means you're gonna cancel by touching the ground. You're gonna have no recovery from the move that you normally would have, and that means that you are able to immediately press a button. So whenever you see Eliza snap or slam her thing down or go into Carpenter's Axe is an overhead, which means you can block it with up back. The manhole covered is a grounded grab. You jump start up this grab invulnerable. Means you can avoid that with up back.
Up back. Okay.
Bird insurance, the horse coming from the sky.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
You up back, and notice how you immediately press the ground after you respect that.
Yep.
And then if you don't up back again, you can immediately press any light punch and just get a full punch.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
So for
I know you're gonna hate me forever for this, but this is how you destroy Eliza.
I understand. Okay. So, for those of you unfamiliar, so yeah, chicken blocking is essentially just jumping and holding up back on the stick so that you block whatever's going on, and you don't have to guess whether something's going to be overhead or low if you just block it low to the ground in the air. And in her case, if she's doing like those assist calls as well, and it seems like it covers all of those options, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. Okay, but you can do that. You can snatch me, as you did.
So, could you repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah, like she can do what she just did there. If
I know that you are up backing, I can essentially put you in situations where if I know that you're going to up back because you've done it before, I can definitely challenge that with a grab.
Right.
Immediately. Yeah. And
is that a command grab or is that her?
That's my regular grab.
Regular grab. Okay.
Command grab. She does not have any command grabs.
You'll still have to get used to reacting to the snaps and all that. Like all that stuff is still legitimate. But the decision making goes out the window.
I feel pretty okay. I feel pretty okay. That's
Oh yeah, no, I bet you do.
That's
now
an
that Craig
awesome
was like,
breakdown.
"No, chicken block. Chicken block. And you were like, yo,
It'd
legit.
be like that.
I had stream open, I was looking at your face, I was like, god damn it.
But to be perfectly honest, like equally as important was like learning the system mechanics you broke down that I was not aware of. You know,
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad.
That is pretty.
Do want to add, chicken blocking inside of this game in general is very, very, very good. Because you can also push block and PBGC in block stun in both the air and on the ground, and that's why chicken blocking becomes such a good option. Now, obviously, if your opponent knows they're going to do it, you know they're going to challenge you with that grab. They're going to punish you for it by calling out and so forth. But it's a really good chance to actually like do defensive options. And one of the things I like to do, specifically if I know that my opponent is someone like Sev or To Kill Sage or someone that, you know, labs specifically off of up back setups, because they know most people up back, I usually up forward. A lot of my combos that you'll see me do are not up forward safe.
Oh, okay.
So just so you know, up forwarding is also a very valid option that you can do if you're okay getting blown up and you're in a situation where you can kind of get some more data. There was one thing I forgot to show you. That's what it was. I forgot to show you one of my normals.
Oh,
go
okay.
Go over to. Were you trying? Were you trying? You were trying. You were trying. God damn it! Now I look like the fucking idiot. If someone put that in my stream, you're getting shot. If someone put that, you're getting shot. I'm telling you right now. You will lose your privileges. You will not be back in my chat until tomorrow.
I'm sorry. What did you want to show me? What did you want to show me?
Okay. So this move right here.
Oh yeah.
This is one of my normals.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually projectile and bone.
It armors through projectiles and projectiles only.
Yep. Only projectile. Can't, because it's a normal, I can do things like, yeah, I specifically didn't do that against you earlier because I was kind of like hyping over the fact that you're fucking teching my grabs and getting pissed about it, but you know.
But that is an absolute shutdown. That's crazy good.
Yeah, so you can do things like that.
Okay.
Which is what I mostly do against Persia. So like, it gives her so much range.
Yeah.
And this right here, that move is the reason why when people say, oh my god, my character has no answers, it's like, what do you mean? She has ways to approach, you're opting to not use them in a creative way. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Wow.
So I can go ahead and cancel that to literally any other special, any other super, anything I want, honestly.
Wow, that's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, anti-zoner.
Yep.
Yeah. So, if you're ever worried about that move, you also have an answer to that, because again, this game is an ebb and flow. You remember a punch move, it's still your best friend. So, if you throw out a heavy punch and you see her armoring through it, you can cancel that into quarter circle forward medium punch, and you'll knock her full screen.
Right. Okay. Let's fucking, I don't know, let's go, I guess. Let's go.
Oh,
No, we got that
my
rematch,
God.
though.
Let's play.
Oh my god.
I expect
Real quick.
No, I expect nothing, but like I do appreciate having a little bit of context right now. So yeah, let's play.
Here's what I want to say. I want to say, first of all, thank you so much, Woolie, because you went super in depth into every aspect of your team, and I appreciate the willingness to learn there. And the second thing I want to say is, boy, you about to get rocked.
Let's do it. Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, glad to. I mean, again, it's what I wanted to learn anyway. When we do get into fighting games, and even back in the day with fisticuffs and stuff, there's always a little bit of a like trying to peg who the audience is and like who we're talking to. And like I figure we do a lot of like just pick the game up, start playing it, start messing around, and learn. Press buttons. But like I also do think that there's a solid amount of people that are like, okay, well, I know who my character is and I know what their moves are, but I don't know where to go after that kind of thing. So I kind of feel like this type of video, or hopefully brings that exact like targeted spot, brings some information to those people.
No, and we inside the Skullgirls community super appreciate it. You using your reach and just your general interest inside of the game to do something positive for a game that, has done so much for me personally, and I know it's done a lot for Crank and as well as everybody inside the community. It means a lot. It really does. So I just want to thank you, and I just want to do a real quick round of applause for Woolie.
That's unnecessary. The game is a good fighting game.
The sound effect happened.
Listen. We don't hear any sound effects over on my stream over here, Sharpie.
Nah, your chat's clapping. I see him. I see your chat clapping right
It's
now.
a good fighting game. I'm going to play it. This is a selfish endeavor. I am here to play the good fighting game for me. If you people happen to be here, that's nice. If I may, all I want to say is my goal is to try and apply the knowledge I have learned. And if I happen to be able to do that even a little bit, then I have accomplished my goal of the match.
Like, I want to point out that Woolie's attitude completely changed after labbing. Like, he was super eager to learn. He was kind of struggling, didn't know if he wanted to play the match. He always sounded unsure every match. But then by the end of the training, he's just like, "Let's go, let's play that."
Yeah, it's fun to have. It's fun to have the idea. It's fun to have the idea of what you're supposed to be doing. So that's dope. I like it.
Alright, round start. We're gonna space away. Gonna respect the round start segment. Third time's the charm, but it wasn't this time. Colin Bird Insurance, not ready to up back just yet. Oh, balloon deck before we are on the IPS system, bursting away full screen, but coming out of that manhole cover. Albus sliding peacock right into another combo, right into Eliza's hands. But we're gonna raw tech out there using those iframes. Gonna knock Eliza full screen. Hook is right on up. Ooh, tries to snap. Good block. Respect it. I try and space out with the jumping hard kick. Uses the tech to get as far away as possible. Using up back to respect the Albus as well. Ooh, not up back in that time. Saw Sharpie in the air. Thought she might go for an overhead. Didn't work out.
Every time. Every time.
Beowulf raw tag actually unblockable.
Oh shit.
Oh. Ooh, not getting the block there. Unfortunate, pressing a button a little bit too early.
Ooh.
Power punch coming out. Chicken block land canceling that and giving Beowulf a taste of his own medicine. Oh, not getting the super cancel there. Not able to finish up that combo. That's okay. Picks it right on up. Beowulf is out of the picture. Pick up that peacock incoming. Make her eat this whole combo. Oh, but she falls out. Gonna quickly go into a level 3. We do have a meter afterwards. We're gonna probably set up for zoning though. Alright, let's go. Calling out Airshow George. Kara canceling the standing hard punch, throwing off the timing just a little bit. Good use of the aerial movement to avoid the throw. Well, one hit confirmed. Oh, whips on the super there.
Armored through. Oh my god.
Hyper armor does prevent scaling, so it did mean that that laser did a ton of damage, but unfortunately, Sekhmet was fast enough to get the kill on Peacock before she could do too much more. Snap, a little bit too high up.
It's a lot of red damage, though. Okay.
You should have snapped.
Shoulda confirmed it. Shoulda confirmed it.
Yep. Oh yeah, raw snapping is super bad. I'm so sorry. Raw snapping is super bad unless I'm in recovery. It usually does. That's weird.
It does work locally. I just don't think it works online.
Oh fuck. Oh my god, okay.
Attack always works. So getting the cross up with the jumping hard punch. Not getting the conversion though, drops the link just a little too slow. Snap that peacock back in because we want to get it out of the picture as soon as possible. It's always a looming threat. Oh, it drops one more raw tag.
You know what they should have in the game is if you snap Beowulf, he loses his chair. That would be fair. That would be balanced.
Snap that out of there. Get that play that incoming.
I taught him to snap. I did that.
Alright, all that chip damage taken away. Beowulf taking a ton of damage because it is 1v3. Alright, using Blizzard, make it unsafe. Alright, try to space out with Jumping Hard Punch, call an item drop to prevent Eliza from pressing any buttons. It worked for a little bit, but Eliza saw the opportunity to snap Peacock back in and taking advantage of it. One hit confirm is all it takes to get rid of that as the bad health. Let's go with that air grab. That launcher. Oh, one for the re-grab, and jumping hard kick. Text forward, unable to convert.
Oh my gosh. Why did someone use the Kill Sage's emote there? I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
I'll get that tag on incoming. Or the grab on incoming. Let's go. Nice blocks. We're gonna jab out of that. Isn't safe. Avoiding that skeleton. Gonna go back into her body, tricking out or baiting out a snap. Didn't work out. Was able to block it. Let's armor through. We don't have the chairs, so we do have armored moves. High risk, high reward.
Oh shit! Fuck! No.
Got that blitzer carrier all the way to the corner. Very uncomfortable position for Beowulf to be in. No chair, can't get to the chair. Chip damage.
Okay.
Only for
all right. All right. Well, there is less life on your character than there was at the beginning of the stream. Okay.
You did a great job there. You did a great job.
Right.
I do want to say, obviously, you can tech on incoming, as you know. So.
Yes. That.
I'm acting reckless right now. Woolie didn't know I was gonna act this reckless on stream.
I like it. I like it. I am down.
We're chipping away at that full health bar. Like it's getting smaller and smaller every time.
No, it's spicy. It's spicy. I think it's spicy.
He's just waiting for the moment he gets to level 5 and pop off against me. That's his winning condition right now. That's how he's feeling.
I mean, you can.
Chat's like, talk your shit. The minute Woolie takes even one match, honey.
Like,
that one match is all you're gonna see.
We like folks know I can start spitting mad shit talk when the occasion occurs. But I am a student at the moment, so.
Oh, that's fair. Woolie, no lie. Why don't you go ahead and try going duo? Why don't you try Big Ban and Peacock? You'll have a little bit more health, a little bit more time to play around, and I think you're actually really understanding those two characters more than anybody else. And I'm not just saying that because I hate Beowulf.
Team Big Cock, as folks are saying, you know what? The moment I saw that, and then I saw, the funny part is that like I saw Mike Z say how tired those team names were before I even knew that was a thing. So like my discovery of that concept was immediately like finding out that people were fucking tired of it. Let's represent the quarantine in the empty arena.
Yep.
Empty arena.
Let's represent the quarantine.
Here we go, boysies. For all the marbles. Press a button.
Jumping hard kick respects it. Gets hit overhead by the second aerial. So he blocks the Carpenter Axe, calls out assist to try and cover his approach, but did not work out. Ends up getting both his characters hit just a little bit. As the spacing out the jumping medium kick goes into the jumping hard kick signature name. Cut the medium kick to convert. Taking the life off that band. Is that air grab? No conversion. Unfortunately caught overhead one more time. The Carpenter Axe doing so much work. Lose track of where we are on the IPS system. Can't keep doing that. Oh, nice snap there.
I've never seen one.
The moral victory at least. But it's not out of it yet. Peacock does do a ton of damage, but not when she's dead.
Yes, sweetheart. I am rich. And just really quick, really quick. How do you feel about duo? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, trio is one touch against a solo. It's not a very good ratio for you.
Okay. There's more folks, like duo is generally represented a bit better with the life damage.
Almost, Sage won't go trio against me.
Like I kind of like the extra, even though I'm not using them. I generally like the extra assist. I would have to like play more and get the feel of what it's like, because from the jump I've always played trio. Right now I'm just like, I can't believe I understand what's happening in neutral like even a little bit compared to at the start of this. So I'm already really happy with that.
Oh, that's my sister. Let's go.
Up back, respecting it one more time. Hasn't worked out once, I think. That air grab, push all the way to the corner. Using up OTG there.
Hey, there it is.
Block.
Yeah, I wanted to see it. There it is. Beautiful.
Yeah, nice punish on Beowulf.
Oh my god, yeah, totally. All right.
Back up. All right, drops it, so we're able to avoid the pickup, but it doesn't matter. The re-grab does let you convert with OTG and get the kill right there.
Grab me out of second. It's getting that overhead. Just keep on going. Delayed corruption, you can take it to reset low.
No air grab this time. Okay. All right. It's yeah. Complete download. Complete.
It's not the same. Oh my god.
All right. Build some space. Throw out one George. Yeah, full screen again. Another George. They walks right on off the screen, leaving you to die.
Easy, no RE.
Thank you so much to Woolie Wools for hosting this, and thank you so much to my good friend the Crank Machine for using all of his fantastic knowledge on Skullgirls Get Great here inside the stream. Real quick, I know you haven't done it at all this stream, Crank. Can you go ahead and tell us where we can find Get Great and where we can join it?
You guys can sign up for Skullgirls Get Great. You can find signups on the Skullgirls Get Great Twitter. You can find the Steam group for it. You can join the Discord. There's lots of ways to get your hands on the signups. You sign up, I match up against a relatively even opponent and provide constructive criticism on what you need to work on most to get to that next level of play. Training, of course, happens a step. We did spend a few hours talking to Woolie, and he picked up things very, very quickly, but everyone picks up things at a different pace, and practice takes time. Like, improvement takes time. There's a lot to learn this game with a lot of depth. We only touched on the tip of the iceberg of what Skullgirls really, really has to offer. So yeah, check out that stream, and thank you so much for having me. It was really, really fun.
Thank you for having me on as well. It was absolutely a pleasure.
Absolutely. Hey, like I'm just thinking about, I'm like, hey, next time I sign up for a Skullgirls bracket, and then I'm like, I go in and I'm just like watching, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening again. Like, now I feel a little bit more ready. Hey, yo, Crank, do you have your stick plugged in? Why don't you two do a little game so we can see a little something?
Oh my god, don't do this to me.
I mean, but like, if you maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, I have an idea, right?
Yeah,
if by any chance Crank plays the team that I play, you can show me kind of what it should look like a little bit before we close out.
I'm always down for games. The bad news is I don't play your team, but I'll play it anyway.
Okay. Well then, we got one more. We got one more to go.
He had this plan the whole time, chat. He had this plan literally the whole time.
The Yomi runs deep.
Is Crank gonna come in like Beowulf from the back, hit him upside the head with the chair?
Oh god, why is this happening to me? I should have fucking known there was a gotcha. I was too cocky. Y'all chat, I said some shit.
Sharpie, it's education. It's educational, alright?
No, you're right. It's for a good cause.
Don't tell me the Sharpie's drying up now. Don't tell me that there's running out of ink.
Is this a shit talk?
Don't tell me it's running out of ink now. I want to see the application of what this is supposed to look like.
He's scummy, but I like it. Okay. Okay.
Ain't no
I
scum.
promise you, there are plenty of really, really talented players out there that can show you what this is supposed to look like a little bit more accurately. But I'll see what I can do to make a beautiful showing. Let's go.
Have fun. I respect you very much, and I want you to remember that.
We'll see how long that lasts.
The preamble. Okay.
Now, I currently don't have meters, so I can't actually snap him out for a big band, even though I really want to.
Big band assist, doing some work in the beginning there. Interesting. Okay, now here's the melted life bar, though. Yeah. And the switch. Okay, that's a tag that worked. Air throw again. Dear God. Oh, Japanese big band?
Ah, good God.
That is fucking sick. Join the band? That is godlike.
Uh-oh, you guys saw the picture?
Oh shit, happy birthday. Ooh. Oh no.
They never even got into
Never even got in. Oh my God. Well, that'll get you out. Okay. Oh, wow.
Good Lord.
Oh, wow.
Good Lord. Good God.
Strong. Strong.
Easy. Sharpie earned it.
GG's, Crank.
Good games.
There's more? Oh God.
Very
okay.
too strong. Too strong.
I was
No. That was it. Totally.
That was it? All right.
Totally.
One game. Good stuff.
I was crying. I was terrified. I was like, I set up this whole stream. I have a whole character, guys. Like, I was not confident at all in my abilities that match. I'm gonna be real with you.
Up here in French Canada, we say trop fort. Too strong. Too strong.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see me play my mains, like everyone is begging for in chat, then plenty of streams you can find me on. Don't worry for it. One day you can definitely see me play at my full strength, but today, limiter stay on and Sharpie earns that win. Fair and square.
I want to thank everybody as the undefeated chat member right here, as the ultimate Skullgirls player of everybody that is currently listening to this. I'm literally the best in the world at Eliza. I'm literally the best solo Eliza in the world, and if you think you're better than me, you're wrong. I'm sorry to tell you in this fashion. I want to specifically thank everyone that made it possible for me to get here. I want to thank Sixlet, who worked with me the very first time I was struggling inside of the lab to do a DP. I want to thank Full Bleed, who mentioned me inside of a comment so that Woolie knew I existed, and I want to thank my good friend the Crank Machine.
Crank, I'm not gonna lie. This ending spiel is making me want to see your mains, bro. I was about to walk out the door. We were turning the lock into the key, but this final talk is making me want to see your mains, my friend.
You want to do a first to three with the mains, Crank? Oh,
Right, yeah, sure.
You read it up before I even said if you're good. Chat,
I'm
I know
always
you
down for
didn't
games.
think
Sharp.
the game was I was doing the whole
Sharp,
bit.
you did it to yourself. I mean, listen, I was easing on out, and then you had to throw it down.
Yo, you guys see how ready this dude is right now? Y'all see how he was waiting though? Does no one besides me see that shit?
No ego here, you know?
Oh, real talk, that's
Skull
fun.
vs. Trio is still huge in your advantage.
Yo,
We can do.
Squiggly, let it build. Let it build. Let's go.
Oh, that's not the assist. That's the one assist that beats me. No.
Oh my God. And he's got the color coordination too.
I was trying to tell you.
It ain't a joke. It ain't a joke.
Oh, okay. I'll give you some.
Oh God, why did I invite him?
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Taking that trio damage though, as you said earlier. Whoa. Where does the A train go? Oh shit!
Oh, no.
Wow, big call out. Okay. Ooh, the touch.
Armored.
God damn, that's crazy.
I noticed we didn't cover Robo at all inside of the
We did
tutorial.
not. We did not. So shit's happening right now, and I'm just like, word, on God, just like that.
Good shit. Great shit.
Ooh. Oh, didn't work.
I got greedy. I got greedy.
Oh.
I didn't snap. Even people in chat are like, yo, you gotta snap this, Sharpie. You gotta snap. Why didn't you snap? You was talking mess. You didn't snap. Why didn't you snap, bitch? Because I wanted to do a level 3 on his ass. Because I wanted to level 3. I wanted to level 3.
I should have died several times over, Catpie. Trust me.
Yes, you definitely should have.
You
It's trying to be flashy.
You told us via microphone what you wanted to do, so that's what counts, right?
Oh God.
Ooh, Ronald McDonald.
He's not sure. You weren't gonna press a button against me on round startup. You watched me do it too much.
What is that opening super gambit like? Damn.
It sets up my superiority over anyone else. If I land it, the match is automatically in my favor. Doesn't matter what
Gotcha.
happens.
Yep. It's a second 0 bionic arm. I feel it.
Definitely better than bionic arm, but I mean, if you have to use Marvel terms.
But it lets them know. It lets them know.
Yeah. No, definitely.
That's the deal. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
With the Samus colors. Yes, the Samus colors on Robo Fortune. Godlike. Ooh, that double jump. Nice. That was data, and I didn't use it properly. Man, like the importance of smart movement. Okay. There he goes. Yeah.
One more time.
Oof. The snap. Oh, she's out though. Okay. Okay. Chicken block. Her corner carry is ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Oh. Oh. Touched. Oh, shit. Hey, there it is.
You're really exposing how much I use the lab. Ooh, got that grab.
Oh, good lord.
No, not it. Okay.
That's not what I don't care.
Wow.
Oh,
Just
God.
beef right through it.
Oh god.
God damn.
Okay, y'all, I'm sweating like this is tournament right
I
now.
mean, yo.
Y'all, I'm sweating like this is tournament right now.
Like,
oh, God.
honestly, just like, say what you will, like, about her though, like that, her tool set. She's got so much stuff, like, that's incredible.
this is what makes her a good solo. She has enough weapons inside of her kit to really get it done if you know when to use them and you know what you can apply them to.
Back in the day in Montreal, Solo Parasol was like the best player here.
Oh yeah, that's Fenster. He's still, well, he's not a Canadian player, but he's still very...
No, it's someone we know. Kazuhiro, but like he stopped playing a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! That's a cool setup.
Yeah, so yeah.
Wow, what a good assist. What a good assist.
Yep,
I am fucking sold.
Yep.
On that assist.
Oh god. God.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, this is what I was worried.
100% sold on that. Get the fuck out of the air. Sky's protected. Wow.
All that. Anyone that song requested Boulevard of Broken Dreams, you are getting shot. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna find out and you're gonna get shot.
Point blank in the chest.
Best to believe. I may not know who you are yet, but I will look it up immediately after this match if I have to lose. I will find it out.
I mean, sounds like you got hit with the bullet. That is the song choice. Oh my god! All right. Oh, he did it.
He land canceled it to that.
Wow, narrowly missed. Put the symbols there. Oh shit! Dead band. Advance.
You're not gonna jump. Why
Oh
you jump?
shit!
I wasn't holding my fucking controller. Why did I do that? That was
Exposed.
my game.
Noises.
So, this is the part where I usually talk shit, right? Like, this is the part where I'm supposed to
fuck
dump
you!
salt in the wound.
No, time out. Just real quick.
Before you pause, I've been playing that team for 2 months.
Crank.
Don't fucking
The worst.
I wasn't gonna say it if I lost, because I wanted you to earn that win, but...
The hardest hitting shit talk are the simple facts. Sometimes.
I don't care who just followed me right now real quick. I just need you to understand, Avion, you getting shot. I'm not seeing you on this stream for another 24 hours. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, my ass, motherfucker. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, my motherfucking ass.
It's a homicide. Sharpie, we rolled the carpet out to the door and all you had to do was walk. Then you had to stop and grab the microphone.
I got 2 more matches in this.
Oh wait, it's still May. Never mind, it's been 1 month.
It's true. That was, in fact...
2 more matches.
Yes, true. That is 2 to 1.
2 more matches?
That is 2 to 1. It's 2 to 1.
Ready up. One button, ready up.
Yo, I put my stick away, man. I cleaned my hands.
Oh my god.
Yo.
See this man. Y'all hear this man.
What? You squirt the fucking hand sanitizer on your hands, bro?
Absolutely.
Y'all,
Clean.
Y'all, I can't right now.
Undiseased. Best song. Under the Bridge. Let's go. I am falling in love with that assist call, man. Oh my god.
I'm so mad.
The applications. I mean, that's why I put it in the Get Into Fighting Games intro music. That fucking sax is so sexy. Oh! Dodge that throw. Very nice. Yo, y'all hear this silent focus right now? You hear?
Bro, this shit ain't
Yo.
games.
Eyes changing colors right now. Bam. Oof.
That read.
That was far. The call out. Oh my god, again. Part 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
The sequel. Oh. Hard drive. Armored through it. Dead. Yo, that was sick. He jumped. He knew.
Stick to what I know.
This is gonna be rough. It's a lot of damage to do. Oh. Yo, can't she do it?
Ah, there it is.
Okay. Legit. It's legit. It's real. We got a match.
I'm allowed to take time. I'm allowed to take time.
Okay. Hold up. Yo, wait, hold on, Sharpie. Are you hitting him with the seat switch? You want to change?
I'm allowed. I know my player rights. Okay?
Yo, you hitting him with the seat switch right now? Taking a moment. Yo, what happens when you put a Sharpie in the microwave? What happens when it gets heated?
Well, last time I checked, it tasted pretty salty.
There is a little bit of salt in that plastic.
Let's fucking go. Go my stage. I want to go my stage. I want to go to my. Okay. You know what?
Oh,
Okay.
Someone has the answer. They said it gets cooked.
Ooh.
Wow.
I don't believe that. I have faith. Like, after the display tonight, yo, this Eliza's way too sick to get cooked. But I mean, the chat has disrespect of the highest order. I don't endorse it, quite frankly. I can't condone that.
No,
I can't condone that.
Got that grab.
She dead?
Oh, damn.
She dead. The touch. The touch again. The third touch. Oh dear God! I can't. What is this character? Oh. And he's out. Dear God. Yo, blocks. We got blocks. We got blocks and... Oh. Okay, no full pickup there. Oh, it whiffed. Robo Fortune. Wow. Oh, the call out. Okay, to a whiff. Okay, no. Going to work in this corner. Going to work. That life bar evaporated. Oh, the call out didn't work. Didn't go for the A train. And just like that. Oh no, the Robo Fortune!
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh my God!
Oh!
The grab! To the super!
Damage.
Oh my god, the wake up button! Oh, shit!
Y'all motherfuckers said I couldn't do that shit. I dedicated this shit to every one of those motherfucking haters that thought I wasn't gonna amount to shit. This one is for you bitches. This one is for every one of you motherfuckers that think you can come for me just because I'm out here teaching schoolgirls. Better not sleep on me. Better not sleep on me, bitch. I will come for your ass. I don't care who you are. Try me.
The very first tournament I got knocked out of, Sharpie was the one that knocked me out of losers.
I am so glad that we balanced the volume levels so that the pop-offs would hit the yellow. Pre-stream.
I was not expecting a pop-off like that.
It was earned. It was earned. Your Eliza is fucking sick.
I want to thank everyone in my chat who made that possible by subscribing to me, which once again, you can go to twitch.tv/thepurplesharpie to go ahead and subscribe to me. I super appreciate it. You can donate some bits or whatever my way. Or you can pick up the game, which is currently $1 on Fanatical. Go to playskullgirls.sharpiepls.com. Favorite that leak. I frequently update it with whatever version of Skullgirls is the cheapest. So you can just hand that link off to a friend and they'll always be able to get it at a relatively cheap price. But ultimately, I want to thank Frank, because you were heavy respectful there while I was being disrespectful, and I appreciate it so much because I did pop off because I got angry because I got in my head, and you could tell I was playing stupid. He knows I was. He was watching me do it. Thank you for going the new team. And finally, I want to thank Woolie Wools once again and give him a round of applause yet one more time for letting us finally go ahead and play Skullgirls.
Yo.
Just putting it on the map. He's been doing it since literally this game first came out. He has been the one making sure to always use his platform to showcase a fantastic game and a fantastic community. A lot of people wouldn't be in this community if not for Woolie, and we are so incredibly appreciative of it, honestly.
Thanks.
For you,
yo, I mean, and y'all put on a sick set. Like, I'm so glad we got to close on that note. You know, after a couple hours of labbing and seeing what was going on, we got to see what the real game looks like. You know?
That was fun. So, and that wasn't even high-level play. That wasn't even like,
hell yeah.
You're going to see so much better at EVO. You can see it at Skullgirls Get Great, which once again is an event that, you know, Crank Machine runs. You can check it out on Twitter. You can check it out on Twitch. All that stuff. It's great.
I mean, yeah, no, like,
links are in the chat.
If you want your brains fucking blown, go watch like Sonic Fox or Killsage play this game.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's disgusting. But that was an incredible way to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Yo, Purple Sharpie, Crank, thank you for coming on stream, showing us what it's about. Yeah, man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for EVO.
Crank, can you go ahead and give any social media?
Yep,
yeah,
let them know.
So you can find me on @crankmachine on twitter.com. And you can also find me, actually that's pretty much the only social media I use. Yeah, no, you're just gonna have to go to @crankmachine on Twitter. That's your best bet.
Yep, I've tweeted out both of their socials, so you can go find both of them on my latest retweet right now. So yeah.
Finally, I'm the Purple Sharpie. You can find me on literally any single platform the Purple Sharpie, on Instagram the Purple Sharpie, on Twitter the Purple Sharpie, on Facebook the Purple Sharpie, on TikTok. I'm on TikTok now. I make funny little skits. You can find me there on the Purple Sharpie. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, guys. Again, it was a pleasure having you, and I hope to see everyone at EVO this year.
There you go. There you go. The year of rollback, baby. Hard earned. Hard earned. Take care. Have a good night.
Night, everybody.
Well, folks, we'll wrap it up over here. Not much more to say. Closed it out on a godlike set. Got to learn. Got to apply. Got the knowledge. Got a lot of things going on, and yeah, I hope we all learned something. I certainly did, and this is what it's about. This is what it's about. This is the type of thing that I love. I love this feeling of being like, I understand this game that much more now. Just a little bit, but it adds confidence to the play, you know? Michael Dude says, Yamane-san on the board, get your Vania fixed, hot and balanced at the gate, fuck your HD mix. You want them aerial raves, but you want them with tricks. 3-on-3 with the ladies, a menage of 6, that free ratio booty, custom assists, too much animation, butt, be shit and bricks. You need that Marvel hype, vote without all the dicks. Skullgirls. In there. Nice. Good one, dude. I'm glad someone remembers.
Welcome to the world. Let's get it on now. Select the mix, first pick. Get it on now. Select the mix, 7, 6. Let's get it on now. Choose the best one.